morning, Shweta. Starting class with them. Now look here. Complex number second phase I am going to start today. Second phase of complex number I am going to start today. Let's start the class, please. Get ready, please. Now look here. First work is we are going to understand some of the properties of complex numbers. When two complex numbers will be equal. So properties we are going to talk about. Complex numbers will always be represented as z is equal to x plus iy, where x will be x and y belongs to set of real number. This section is real part and this section is imaginary part. Okay, you have to give attendance. Once you are joining the class, you must write your name. Sujata has given. And one more thing, you must or in your group you can give your attendance. Those children who are regular, for them only materials will be provided. Today evening, our first material will be shared. Our material will be with questions and answers, and along with that, new material will be only shared to the students individually. Payoja, good morning. Vanakkam, Siddharth. Good morning, Siddharth. Now look here, beta. So z is equal to x plus iy. Z and f. Z is always represented for complex number. Yesterday we have done one question. In that question, it was written that all the real numbers is a subset of complex number. That was a very huge question. Okay. Good morning, Rudra, good morning, beta. So that was a huge question, and in that question, it was exactly asked that how real numbers. Yes, Xenox. So now look here. So how real numbers will be exactly subset of complex number. So in that part, we have learned a very important point that whenever you write a complex number, the complex number will be written as in the format of a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers. So purely real concept is there. Okay, purely real number complex will be exactly purely number will always be represented in this format. Okay, so when purely real will be there, at that case imaginary numbers will be zero, and that only will be the subset of all real numbers. Subset of all real numbers, when you are writing subset of all real numbers, when you are writing like z is equal to 5 plus this, when you are writing, these are real number presentation. So this is again real number presentation. Understood or not? And these sets will always be the subset of complex numbers, and these sets will always be the subset of complex number. Understood or not? So this question we have done last. Today we are going to understand some of the properties. Okay, shall we start the class, please? So now first we are going to understand that when this is a plus ib and this is c plus id. So when two complex numbers are there, that time z1 is equal to z2 will be there. If you are writing this two equal, then real part will be equal to real. That is a is equal to c, and imaginary part will be equal to imaginary part. That is b is equal to d, and that is b is equal to d. That's two things you have to understand. So first property I have exactly discussed कि when two complex numbers are equal, then real part will be equal to real part and imaginary part will be equal to imaginary part. Okay, so that section we have to understand. So whenever it is written, we write like this: real part of a complex number is equal to real part of another complex number. Imaginary part of complex number is equal to imaginary part of complex number. This is the presentation writing way when we are writing this content like this. Okay. Now we will be going for the next one. When we add a complex number, I discussed another important point that when complex numbers are written like this is real part and this is imaginary part. Okay. So real part will be added to real and imaginary part will be added to imaginary section. So next content, if somebody will be giving you, that time if somebody will give you this a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id, at that particular moment if you are adding z1 and z2, then a will be added to c and B will be added to D. This is exactly addition of two complex numbers. Real will be added to real and imaginary will be added to imaginary. See, this B and D both are real. All numbers what you are writing is real. But one section we denote actually this complex numbers, we denote actually as this part also. Z is equal to a plus ib. This part is a and b in coordinate ordered pair we are writing, where a is representing x-axis and b is exactly y-axis. So whenever we write any complex number part, when I am writing complex number, here I am writing a comma b, then this section will be considered as a, this section will be considered as b, and this is exactly representation will be written as a plus ib. Understood? So this is considered for the complex number. I hope you might have understood till here. I hope you might have understood till here. I'm calling out the names of the student. Rudra, you understood? Come on, say. Rudra understood. Siddharth understood till here. So addition of two complex number, real will be added to real and imaginary part will be added to imaginary part. Next part is given two complex numbers are either Shreyans, good morning, beta. When two complex numbers are multiplied in multiplication also, okay, no problem, Shyans. So in multiplication also, we are exactly going for real part and imaginary part separation. We always separate that parts. Okay. So now addition of complex numbers we have studied. Now we will go for the next one. So some properties of complex numbers are there. In that properties, if somebody will ask you this, last class one question I have solved. Siddharth, I'm calling out your name. Payoja, I'm calling out your name. Sujata, I'm calling out your name. Now look here. So now we will be going for multiplicative inverse. So if any complex number z is equal to a plus ib is there, at that, good morning Rajendra. So Siddharth, okay, good morning. Now look here. So when I am writing z is equal to a plus ib, what is the multiplicative inverse? See, in exams you are not supposed to waste time because MCQ questions we need to approach directly. How we will write, beta? What is the multiplicative inverse of a plus ib? You will write 1 by a plus ib. Okay. So now how to approach this? We will be writing a minus ib, a minus ib. Okay. Rationalize it. It will become a minus ib by a plus ib into a minus ib. Okay. So now it will become a minus ib. Now a square minus I square b square. So that means a minus ib by I square is minus 1, and that particular moment I square will give you, since I square equal to minus 1, it is coming a square plus b square. So it is coming as a minus ib by a square plus b square. So multiplicative inverse part. सो मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स इंस्टाग्राम पे है बेटा, इंस्टा पे नहीं है, इंस्टा पे है हमारा चैनल का. So this section and this section part directly we are writing. So now one shortcut question I am giving. Now look here. Question is z is equal to 5 minus 7i. Find the multiplicative inverse of z. Directly we can approach and write the answer. Please come on, go for it. Give the answer. direct answer you give, because if somebody will ask you multiplicative, self understood section is z is equal to a plus ib. Multiplicative inverse means कि whenever multiplicative inverse you are writing, that is 1 by z, whenever you are approaching direct answer, you can write a by a square plus b square minus ib by a square plus b square. Just now I have derived last class also. One small promo I have given. Very good. The first answer is given by Jay Lakshmi. 1 by 5 minus 7i. That's okay. But that's okay, Jay. But problem here is final answer is not there. Okay, Siddharth and Rudra has given the answer. Exactly, A will be as it is 5. Now here minus means it will become plus. Minus, see here, when plus is there in multiplicative inverse, minus is coming. Minus is there means multiplicative inverse plus will come, beta. 5 plus 7i. Now square of 5 will become 25 and square of 7 will become 49. So it is 5 by 9 plus 5, 4, 74 plus 7i by 74. So those who have given this answer, okay, those who have given this answer, that is absolutely correct. Two people have given perfect answer, Siddharth and Rudra. Okay, so this is about multiplicative. Okay, all informations are there, beta. Just we have again started. My channel was there. Again, we have restarted it. Okay. Now look here. We will go for the next one. The properties of addition of complex numbers. So when two complex numbers will be added, commutative property already you know now. A plus B is equal to B plus A. Good morning, Chinmay. A plus B is equal to B plus A. So when you are exactly writing complex numbers, additions are commutative. I'm going everything, I'm discussing everything one time, and after that we will start solving questions. Okay. So addition is commutative. So when we talk about complex numbers addition is commutative. Okay. Why? Because अयान गुड मॉर्निंग. यस बेटा, क्वेश्चंस हम लोग नहीं डालते, हम लोग पर्सनली क्वेश्चंस डालते हैं ग्रुप में. ठीक है. नाउ लुक हियर. So here Z1. So Z1 when you are writing, it is coming as A1 plus IB1, and here Z2 is equal to A2 plus IB2. So here we can shuffle it and we can bring it. Okay. Now we will go for the next one. Addition will be associative also and addition will be commutative also. So I'm just going with one time explanation. I'm not solving it, but one time I'll solve and we can show this also. Z1 plus Z2 is equal to A1 plus IB1 plus A2 plus IB2. So now with a real part we can write like this: A1 plus A2 okay, I B1 plus B2, just shuffle it, it will become A2 plus A1, I B2 plus B1, and then take it A2 plus IB2 plus A1 plus IB1. So this part will become what beta? Z2 plus Z1. So same way associative property is what? Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 इसको लो, and Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. This is exactly associativity. With respect to addition part we are checking for associativity, for addition we are checking for complex numbers. So these are some things. I'm not missing single points also. We are discussing everything. Now we are going to go for the next property. Okay. Now we are going to go for the next property. So if somebody will be asking you that existence of additive inverse existence. So if somebody will be asking about additive inverse, then you can say that if any complex number z is there, then its additive inverse will become minus z. Okay. So additive inverse must bring, so z minus z should be equal to 0. So if any complex number like 5 plus 7i is there, then what will be its additive inverse? It will be coming in minus. It will be coming in minus. Understood? So this is exactly talking about complex number additive inverse part. Got it? So now we will go for the next one. Subtraction of complex numbers. Real part will be subtracted from real one, and imaginary section will be subtracted from the imaginary part. Okay? Multiplication property. We are going to discuss multiplication property. But before that, we are going to talk about conjugate. Everybody please pay attention one thing, modulus and conjugate. First we will be discussing that one. Division of complex number also we will understand. Okay, shortcut some formula we are going to learn and we are going to use those formulas for solving. So next section is modulus of complex number. Modulus of complex number. So based on those questions, based on the concept, we are going to solve some questions also, because organ plane also I am going to teach. It will be useful for your exams. So organ plane extra from CBSE section I am going to teach you all. Okay. So now look here, beta. So Z is equal to A plus IB. So when you are writing modulus of Z, it will become what? Root under A square plus B square. This is exactly modulus of Z. So modulus of Z is presenting real part of complex number whole square plus imaginary part of complex number whole square. This is exactly modulus of Z. Got it? This is exactly the difference. So conjugate. Please, whenever you are speaking, don't give any personal message, please. Okay? I'm teaching, don't disturb. If you are really wishing, study. If you are not wishing, please kindly, that's it. But please don't do like this. When some people are studying, we must not be disturbing them. Okay? That's not a good idea. Now, conjugate section, when we are talking about conjugate, will be actually going for Z is equal to A plus IB. When we are writing conjugate, conjugate means bar. So A plus IB bar, it will become A minus IB. Okay. So whenever conjugate part we are writing, whenever we are writing A plus IB, it will become bar, A minus IB will come. So when we are writing Z is equal to 5 minus 7I. So conjugate of this will become 5 minus 7I to the power bar. Only imaginary section will be changed. So it will become 5 plus 7I. Okay. But imaginary part will only be imaginary part will only be changed. Okay, so this part we are going to write down. Okay, for the conjugate section. So conjugate part is there, we have studied, and we have studied about modulus. So now properties of modulus we are going to study, and for properties of conjugate we are going to study. Okay, so it's not about only 13, it's not about only 12. Okay, if you people are meaning to disturb, you can disturb. But students who are studying, they will study. These are my students and they are studying here. So if you really wish to disturb, keep on disturbing, no problem from my side. I will be teaching and I will be doing my work. Okay, but only one thing, your precious time will be lost. You have a precious time to prepare, you have a precious time to carry on your work. Don't waste that. That is better. Got it? That is better and that is most important. Every second of every individual is important. If you have that much time, study well. That's the only thing. And if you are not study, you are working, focus in your work. The way I am focusing in my work, and my students are focusing in reading, because they are sitting and they are watching and they are reading. Okay? They are coming for coaching, they are coming for study. Don't waste your precious time and energy on waste things. It is not going to work. Better focus in good things. That will be the best work for you. Change yourself. I love that works. Okay. I'm a different person. If I will start means you will not be able to continue. Yeah, screen is sometimes bit adjustment is going on. Sometimes they are self-adjusting. Now conjugate properties. Shall we start the conjugate properties? Okay, some questions for conjugate. Little bit when I'm getting angry, screen is getting blinking. That's different. So multiplicative inverse we have studied. Properties of conjugate we are going to check about. Multiplication also we are going to check. Z1 and Z2 if we are going to multiply. So Z1 we will consider as A plus IB. Z2 is equal to C plus ID. Okay, so A plus IB and C plus ID. This is the only problem for some people. When a male will be teaching, people will be appreciating that the male is teaching mathematics. But a female will be teaching, problem is they will be seeing the beauty, they will be seeing everything, but they'll not be seeing the knowledge of the female. That's the rule of the people, and that's the worst thing. AC plus IAD plus IBC plus I square BD. Now AC plus IAD plus IBC minus BD. So now real part AC plus AC minus BD and then I AD plus BC. This is exactly Z1 into Z2. This is multiplication. This is multiplication of complex numbers. So when two complex numbers will be multiplied, Z1 and Z2, we are writing multiplication like this. So if you have number, if you have tally, you can do it directly. AC and BD. Directly we can write AC and BD done. So AC minus BD and then AD plus BC. This is exactly multiplication of two complex numbers. So we discussed about conjugate, we discussed about modulus, we discussed about multiplication. Now properties we are going to talk about conjugate because conjugate properties are important. Okay, and conjugate properties will come for exams also, and it is good to learn conjugate properties. So what is the first property of conjugate? This conjugate double times will be what? Can you tell me what is the answer for this? When I know that conjugate is A minus IB, then what will be conjugate of conjugate? What is the answer for this? What can be this part? Directly we can write. For MCQs, it will come. Just type the answer and send me. Type the answer and send me. Come on, go for it. Conjugate and conjugate part. Conjugate of conjugate will be written as what is the answer? Z itself. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. A plus IB, that is Z itself. Okay. So now if somebody will be asking you that Z is equal to 4 plus 7i. Okay. 4 plus 7i. Now conjugate goes to 9 times. The conjugate bar goes to 9 times, then what is the answer? The conjugate of a complex number goes 9 times. Then what will be the answer? The conjugate of a complex number, Ayan, check one more time, beta. So 2 times when you are writing, you are getting complex. Same number, same Z you are getting. But 9 times when you are getting, then very good. Rudra, Siddharth, bang on performance. So look here, 9 times. Just use the concept here and check one time now. So Z conjugate means 2 times means Z itself is coming. 4 times means Z itself will come. 6 times means Z itself will come. 10 times means Z itself will come. Then 9 times means minus will get converted into plus. So here 9 times of conjugate of anything, any complex number will become 4 minus 7i. Okay. And if somebody will ask you conjugate of this to coming n times, then what answer we are going to say? Conjugate is exactly coming n times. Conjugate is exactly coming n times. That time, what answer you are going to give? N times. Then you need to check. See, Navdeep, conjugate is exactly that part of the complex number. When complex number real section will be real, conjugate means what? Beta, एक mirror रख दो, ठीक है? Here If it is z, it is coming as x is equal to x plus iy. Then conjugate part here, it will become what? Here mirror agar rakh rahe hai, so here if I am writing x minus iy, conjugate is exactly going to affect the real part? No, it is going to affect the imaginary part. So here it is going to affect the imaginary part. So here x minus iy will be coming. That's the conjugate part. Okay. So conjugate, whenever we are writing, conjugate will change the imaginary section. Okay. So here z itself, and if it is odd, conjugate of z. Absolutely correct, Siddharth. So whenever we are writing conjugate and when we are taking n, okay, so n can be an odd number also, n can be an even number also. So when n can be an odd number, yes, that's good only. So when n can be an odd number or n can be an even number, that only will change the conjugate. Okay. So n times also writing, or when you are talking about, so 2n times when you will be writing, or 2n plus 1 times. So 2n plus 1 time means it will always be, so if n is a, if they will ask what is the conjugate of this, conjugate of a complex number z, when the conjugate is coming 2n plus 1 times and n belongs to set of natural number, then what answer you are going to get? Come on, say. So first basics, anything starts with abcd. Once your abcd is pakka na, anything you can solve. After this, 2n plus 1 time. N is a natural number. Okay. So conjugate of a complex number z, and conjugate is coming 2n plus 1 times. Then what answer you are going to get? Are you going to get z or conjugate of z overall? Okay. Pyoja is telling z to the power bar. That's quick answer. N is a natural number. Siddharth, conjugate. Absolutely. Siddharth, okay. Okay. Rudra, correct only. Navdeep is asking what question? Navdeep, ma'am, I cannot understand. Navdeep, I asked you, I discussed with this beta. I have discussed one very important thing. I discussed that when conjugate you are writing, the complex part will be exactly going like this. So real part will be real, imaginary part sign will change. Okay, like a mirror I am discussing about it. So when conjugate of conjugate, when you are putting 2 times conjugate you are putting now. So when you are writing conjugate of a minus ib, it will again get back to a plus ib if 2 times you are putting conjugate beta. So 2 times putting conjugate means it will go conjugate itself. Okay, hey, not stop playing. This is what I don't like. When you are understanding, you are not going to disturb. You are going to solve and you are going to allow others to solve. Okay, now look here. So now 2n plus 1, it will be an odd number or an even number? It will be an even number. Okay, so correct? It will be an even number. The answer is zero understanding. Okay, good. So now look here, beta. 2n when you will be writing, then it will be conjugate z itself. Just discussing this part. So when you are writing 2n plus 1, it is going to give conjugate of z. What did I discussed here? One time again I am going to explain you. Okay, you are understanding? Good. So now look here. What is exactly z? Z is equal to x plus iy. Okay, so when you write conjugate of it, that means it will become x minus iy. When you are applying conjugate 2 times, that is this, you are getting z itself. Okay, then my question was कि when you are writing conjugate of a complex number 2n plus 1 times, then what it will give? Will it be z itself or z conjugate? That was the question. Okay. So now if n is a natural number and 2n plus 1 you are writing, start n with 1. Okay. So when you are starting n with 1, it will become 2 into 1 plus 1. It is coming as 3. So 3 times conjugate is coming. When 3 times conjugate is coming, that means like this, answer will come z conjugate. Okay. So whenever you are writing, now n you can take 2. The moment you will take n is equal to 2, it will become 2 into 2 plus 1. It is coming as how many times beta? 5 times. So now conjugate is coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times means what? 4 times, so again z itself will come, final answer will come conjugate itself. This is what I have discussed. I hope you might have understood this one. Come on. Done? Shall we go for the next part? Hmm? Done? Shall we go for the next part, please? Come on, say yes. I will go for the next section. Or Navdeep, I hope I have explained you beta. So now z is equal to, if z plus z bar will be there, that means x plus iy plus x minus iy cancel. So z plus z bar is equal to 2x. So we can directly say z plus z bar is 2 times of real part of z. 2 times of real part of z. Correct. Okay, Rishabh, good morning. So 2 times of real part of z. So if we will be subtracting this one, z minus z bar, so it will come x plus iy plus x minus iy. Here plus will get converted into minus. Okay, so minus. So when you are writing here minus, this part will become plus. So this and this will get cancelled. It is 2iy. So we will write 2 times of imaginary part of z. 2 times of imaginary part of z. 2 times of imaginary part of z is coming. Okay. Now z is equal to z bar. When can z will be equal to z bar? Anyone please answer. When can z is equal to z bar? Okay. When can z is equal to z bar? Give the answer, please. Come on, Rudra, Siddharth, Payoja, anyone, please kindly answer. Z is equal to z bar is given, beta. That time, what is exactly the conclusion? When can z is equal to z bar? O 0 plus, okay. Rudra, one case we can take like that, but overall conclusion, what you are going to draw, beta, because z is equal to z bar means something must be there, na. So if it is purely real, then only z is equal to z bar, because imaginary part is only changing, beta. So since imaginary part is only changing in conjugate, since imaginary part is only changing in conjugate, so we can say that कि z is equal to z bar when z is purely real. Z is purely real. Understood? So that's the case. Very good, Rudra. Nice try, beta. So here z is equal to z bar means when z is purely, implies and implied by we can say. What is the meaning of implies and implied by means? Ki when z will be purely real, okay, then only z will be equal to conjugate of itself. Understood? Now when can I say like this? Z plus z bar equal to 0 means what does it implies that कि z plus z bar equal to 0. In this case, what you are going to imply, what you are going to say, z plus z bar equal to 0. Z plus z bar equal to 0. Think about it and say z plus z bar is equal to 0. What conclusion you are going to draw here? Z plus z bar is equal to 0. When z is equal to z bar was there, we drew a conclusion that ki it is purely, z is purely real, imaginary part is 0. Okay, z is purely real. Purely real means we can write like this. Last class also I have explained about it. Now look here beta, purely real means this section डालेंगे ना, z is equal to 7 है, imaginary part नहीं है, तो इसको क्या हो गया, ये प्योरली रियल हो गया. उसी केस में हम z इज इक्वल टू z बार लिख पाएंगे, क्योंकि कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर ओनली इज कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इन दैट कंजुगेट पार्ट व्हेन वी आर डिस्कसिंग. सो कंजुगेट विल गिव इमेजिनरी सेक्शन चेंज ऑफ साइन. इमेजिनरी सेक्शन चेंज ऑफ साइन। ओके, तो उस केस में हम कैसे लिखेंगे? मज़ा तब आता है जब इंसान पढ़ने के लिए सोचता है, मस्ती करने के लिए मज़ा नहीं आता, मेरे जैसे लोगों के लिए नहीं आता। ओके, नाउ कम ऑन, एक छोटा इंट्रोडक्शन दे देती हूँ। नॉट अंडरस्टैंड, कर ले, मस्ती कर ले, मिल जा कहीं बाहर, उसके बाद बताती हूँ मैं क्या चीज़ हूँ। वैसे तुम कहाँ से हो अयान? What is the answer here, beta? Z plus Z bar is equal to 0. What is the conclusion drawn? Z plus Z bar, when can it be coming as 0? It will come as 0 when Z is purely imaginary. Z is purely imaginary. Purely imaginary. Okay? How is it possible? How is it possible? So now look here. This part will come 0 when? Because agar hum z is equal to 7 plus 5i we are writing, then z plus z bar will give you what, beta? 7 plus 5i plus 7 minus 5i. This will cancel. It is coming purely real part. Purely real part. Okay? Okay? Purely real part. Now here z plus z bar when writing, z plus z bar when you are writing, and we are saying it equal to 0. When we are saying it equal to 0, okay, when we are writing equal to 0, that case we are going to write 7i. Now look here, when we are writing it as 7i, z is equal to, because real part we have made 0, so 7, 0 plus 7i, z we are writing, then z plus z bar equal to 0 plus 7i plus 0 minus 7i, and then only after cancellation answer is coming as 0. Then after cancellation answer is coming as 0. This is exactly the part I discussed. So z is equal to z bar when you are discussing, then z is purely real. Z plus z bar when you are writing, it is purely imaginary. This will be exactly, that is my birthplace, you know. So this is purely imaginary and this is purely real. This is purely imaginary and this is purely real. Okay, so z plus z bar and z is equal to z bar. So z is equal to z bar means z is purely real. Z plus z bar means it is purely imaginary. I hope these two conclusions everybody understood. Come on, go for it. Now we'll be talking about Z into Z bar. Z into Z bar, what is the conclusion? Can I write Z into Z bar is what? Z is exactly X plus IY. Okay? And Z bar is equal to X minus IY. So we can write X plus IY into X minus IY. Now beta A plus B into A minus B. Okay, A plus B into A minus B. It is X square minus I square Y square. So since I square is equal to minus 1, it is coming as X square plus Y square. And just now we understood that when I am writing modulus of Z is root under X square plus Y square. So here we can draw one conclusion that we need a root and we need a square outside. So this part will become modulus of Z whole square. So Z bar, this is exactly transmission where we can change. So Z bar is equal to modulus of Z bar modulus of Z whole square. This is one of the property. Good morning. What is that? Okay. So this is Z bar is equal to conjugate of Z bar whole square or modulus of Z bar whole square. So here inside if you put conjugate also, it does not make any difference. Okay. So now here, this is the conclusion. This part is considered as the conclusion. So z bar is equal to modulus of z whole square. I hope you might have understood this one. बायोलॉजी भी पढ़ा दो, फिजिक्स भी पढ़ा दो, केमिस्ट्री भी पढ़ा दो. इतनी बेवकूफ़ दिख रही हूँ. आई एम अ मैथमेटिशियन बेटा. आई एम डूइंग PhD इन मैथमेटिक्स ओनली. समझा? Now, what is the conclusion of this? Kindly say what you are going to get here, what you are going to get here. Solve it and say the answer. Come on, who can say the answer first? Payoja, Siddharth, Rudra, Ayan, anyone? Give the answer here, beta. That's for 10th class, beta. See, I have done B.Ed in maths and science both. I'm subjected to teach maths and science. My qualification is that only. I'm done MSc in mathematics, plus B.Ed, plus PhD doing, plus CTET clear, taught in school, working as part-time. Yes, working as part-time higher secondary teacher, plus running my coaching. My papers are internationally published for PhD. That's it. And the complex number which I'm teaching right now, I got 98 out of 100 in that in MSc. I rest my case. Now look here, beta. Come on, say the answer for this. When we are talking, so don't see the cover page of the book. That's the conclusion I have told you. I'm not scared. Now come on, go for this. What is the answer? Anyone? Can you give rather than playing? If you give the answer. So when you are writing like this, beta, z is equal to x plus iy. Okay. So when you are writing z is equal to x plus iy, the moment you will do modulus, it will become x minus iy. So इससे कुछ change होगा? No change. Square will make it positive. So it will give you what? It will give you modulus of z itself. Okay. So if I write like this, it is equal to z. Done. So if I write like this, can I write it equal to this? Or if conjugate is coming n times, conjugate is coming like this many times, is it equal to this? Yes. No change. No change with root. Yes, absolutely correct, Sujay. So that is understood. No change with root. Again, the content will be coming same like that. So many times you are writing conjugate also is not going to change anything in it, because negative of complex, negative of here conjugate part, whenever negative of the imaginary number you are writing, you are doing finally square of it. Okay. So only I have discussed about conjugate coming negative, conjugate coming many times. So modulus section many times they're asking these type of idiotic questions. Not in CBSE we can expect these type of questions, but for competitive, for some examinations, they will be asking this. Like, because they know that you are habituated of only this. Okay, you are habituated of only this, but they will drag you to trouble. They will drag you, but you must always remember it will come all equal. It will come all equal. No matter what you are doing, exactly no matter what you are doing, it will come all equal. How many times you are taking conjugate on Z? it will exactly giving you again modulus. Specifically, if it is in modulus, then only the things will be exactly coming in this format. I hope I have cleared myself. Did you understood this part, beta? Did you understood this section? So z is equal to z bar when complex number is purely real or imaginary. Purely real. Z plus z bar equal to 0 when complex number is purely imaginary. Next part what we have studied, z into conjugate of z bar, exactly it will come modulus of z whole square, and modulus of z exactly can be written like this. Any format you write, all are equal and all are going to give you root under x square plus y square when z is equal to x plus iy. This is the thing you must remember. Done? गॉट इट. सो दिस इज अबाउट. अब कितना बात करेगा, क्लास में डिस्टर्ब तो कर ही रहा है. तो तेरा मस्ती सही नहीं है. क्लास में पढ़ाते समय सम रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आर देयर बेटा, वी मस्ट फॉलो दैट. Okay, so reciprocal of a complex number will be same as multiplicative inverse. So if somebody will ask you reciprocal of complex number, reciprocal of complex number, then you can say it is nothing but multiplicative inverse. Okay, so because reciprocal of a complex number is 1 by z, multiplicative inverse of a complex number is 1 by z. Same ना, कुछ बदलेगा तो नहीं. Reciprocal of a complex number is 1 by z and multiplication of a complex number is also 1 by z. Serious है तो hospital जा. So shall we start solving the questions, because some of the properties I have discussed. Now based on the properties we are going to solve the questions. Get ready for the questions please. So if NCRT question first I am touching, NCRT question part I am touching. Express this in the form of, express in the form of a plus ib. Okay, and your question is minus 5i into 1 by 8i, and your time starts now. Come on, go for it. You can express this in the form of complex number. What answer will come? Come on, focus in writing the questions and answering the questions please. All properties I have discussed, most important properties I have discussed. I have not touched more properties. Just more properties are there. At the time of solving some questions, I will be discussing. So second level questions also I will be discussing. Very good. Okay, imaginary part is not there. Super. And Siddharth, absolutely correct, Siddharth. Super beta. So now here minus is written 5i square by 8, absolutely correct. So I square will become what beta? Minus 1. So it will become 5 by 8. But we have to present this in complex number format now. So what we will write is 5 plus this by 8. Done? Absolute. Super. Now we will go for the next one please. Same you have to express in the form of complex number. First answer was given by Sujay. Second answer is given by Siddharth. Super. So now beta question is minus I, 2I, 4I and minus 1 by 8I cube. Solve it. What is the answer? Try to write as fast as possible. You have to convert into A plus IB. Come on, go for it. You have to convert it into A plus IB beta. Sujay, well done. Super. Real part is 0, complex number 0 plus I. Okay. Again, quickly answered. First answer was given by Sujay. Waiting for the second answer, please. Have competition here. Super. Siddharth is giving answer minus 1 plus 0. Let's see. Little bit. Minus into minus will become plus. 2 twos are 4. Sorry, 2 fours are 8. 8. Here you just check this one out. I will become I cube. And here minus and minus we have cancelled. 1 by 8 I cube. This cancel. I cube means I to the power 6. I to the power 6 can be written as 4 plus 2, that is I to the power 4 into I to the power 2. So it is coming as I square is coming as minus 1. So imaginary part is 0. Super Siddharth. Sujay, nice beta. So solve karo aise. Understood. So if you will be solving like this, you will be getting answer like this. Okay. So if you will be solving like this, answer will come like this. Okay. Minus 1, this part is coming. Now one question I am giving you. 1 minus I to the power 4. What is the answer? 1 minus I to the power 4. What is the answer? Come on, go for it. अयान कूटूंगी अब तुमको. जल्दी बोल क्या बोलना है. Others please solve. Okay, Sujay, correct only. इसको solve करो बेटा. बायोलॉजी में क्या पढ़ना है गधे? बायोलॉजी में कैसे पढ़ाओ ये बताओ. 10th का बायोलॉजी पढ़ेगा तो ज्वाइन कर ले, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बेटा यू हैव टू एक्सप्रेस दिस वन. सॉल्व अदर्स. अभी मैं अयान से बात कर रही हूँ, उसको कुछ मिनट चाहिए था. बायोलॉजी में क्या पढ़ा सकती हो ये बता. 10th तक का कुछ भी है तो मैं पढ़ा दूंगी. अब 11th-12th में तुमको रिस्क लेना है मेरे से बायोलॉजी पढ़ने के लिए? बताओ. मैथमेटिशियंस बायोलॉजी पढ़ाएगा तो तेरा क्या होगा कालिया? Very good, Siddharth. Again, Siddharth versus Sujay. Siddharth give minus 4. This answer. Sujay also give. This time, Sujay is giving answer this. Siddharth and Sujay both are standing with S. Now look here. Let's see this one out. I will do only one work. I will write here square and outside square will be coming. So this part will become 1 plus I square minus 2I whole square. I square 1 minus I minus 2I whole square. So this is coming as minus 2I whole square. It will be coming as how much beta? Minus 2I whole square is 4I square. It is coming as minus 4. Bingo. Answer is minus 4 plus 0 into I. Whose answer is this? This is the first one. Typing error. Yes. Okay. Plus. Super. I square is there, na Siddharth? सही लिखा था पहले. Minus 4 na beta. Minus 2I square. I square will become exactly this one. So I square is this. First, you have only given this answer. This is absolutely correct, Siddharth. Minus 4 plus imaginary part. You are correct only. Absolute. Number plus this part. Okay. So minus 4 plus 0I. Correct only, na Siddharth? I square is coming. I square is minus 1. Gone, beta. Minus 2I square. Minus 2 square will become 4. I square is minus 1. I square is minus 1. So minus 4. If real part is coming. In that we will multiply like this. Come on. Next question. Get ready for. Next question. I to the power 7 into 4 plus 7I to the power 6. Go for it. This much अगर एक बार में पूछ लिया तो 4 plus 7I to the power cube. Express this. Because whatever complex numbers you will be taking beta, after solving it will again give z is equal to the simplest part will be written. Okay, the simplest part will be written. Come on, go for it. You can do it. Try out. Minus 4 plus, that is Sujata. Previous question answer you are writing, beta. There 4 was there in the power. 4 was there in the power, so 2 I took it inside and 2 I took out outside. So that answer was correct. Minus 4 plus 0 I. That was the correct answer. First answer was correct. So now I to the power 4 is there. How we are going to solve? Come on, say. So here, without wasting time, it will be coming as 4 plus 3. Okay, I to the power 4 plus 3. This part will become 4 cube plus 7I whole cube plus 3 into 4 into 7I. 4 plus 7I. 4 plus 7I. Okay. So this part I to the power 4 into I to the power cube. Solving for your understanding. Okay. 4 4 16 16. 4 4 16 64 plus 7 7 49. 49 into 7 will become what? 7 9 63 6 7 4 22 9 3 4 3 I cube, and then here it will become 3 4 12 12 sevens are. Check this one out. For you people I am writing, it will come what? 7 to 14, 7 1 is 7, 84. Correct or not? 84I 4 plus 7I. Come on, check this one out, please. Outside here, I cube, this part will become 1, I cube will become minus I. Okay, so 64, 343 I cube will become minus 343I, because I cube is coming as minus I. Okay, now check this one out. 12 into 7. Okay, 84 into 4 when you are writing. 84 into 4, 4 4 16 for 32, 33. 336 is coming, so it will come 336I, and then here 84 into 7 when you will be doing 7 4 28 to 7 8 56 57 58 588 588 I square. So overall now we are going to go to that part. So here I square will become minus I. So 64 minus 588, and then here I part is there. Just solve this section. Minus 343, and here it is coming as 336. Okay, so here it is coming as 7 only, because 7 is coming. So minus 7I. Anybody got the answer? Well, Sujay got the answer. So 588 and 64 is there. 4 is there. 2 is there. 5 is there. Sujay, one time check here. So here it is coming minus 524 minus 7I. When minus will go inside, it will become 7I square, and then plus 524I. It will come minus 7 plus 524I. Yes, Payuja. Minus 7 plus 524i. That's it. Minus 7 plus 524i. Super, Payuja. So this is exactly the way we can solve the question. If we have concept, nobody can shake us. We can solve any type of questions. Just nothing was there in this question. Okay? We are keeping it. Okay? Ayan kya bol? Ma'am, maths genius more than Ramanujan. Am I right? सारे चैनल का नाम ले और बैठ करके फिर भजन गा. ओके, दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे बेटा. I think today evening or tomorrow evening again I am going to keep one class, but it was nice. I saw Sujay and Siddharth. That was a very nice competition. So next class also I want this type of competition. We'll go for some different type of questions. Second level questions we will do. Rajendra Kumar, good morning. No going. I'm having school. Bye.